In May of this year, I was heartbroken as I watched bad environmental policies zoom through the General Assembly, most of them in a period of less than a week, without negotiation, discussion, or involvement of the environmental community. And a few months ago, I would have defined 2023 by its setbacks, many of which happened in a single 10-day period. And looking back at this year, however, I can see now it's actually been a remarkable one. While we didn't pass a bill even close to the significance of the Climate Equitable Jobs Act, this was a year where the environmental community set dreams into motion. Now, my personal dreams of environmental change extend further back than many of you know, long before I had the privilege of running the Illinois Environmental Council. You guys might not be surprised, in elementary school, I used to bribe my friends to help pick up litter at the park. It's not so surprising. In junior high, my best friend and I started a milk box recycling program. And in high school, I started a petition drive to let Capri Sun know they should make their product packaging more environmentally friendly. But let me tell you, 10-year-old Jen Walling would be ecstatic by our progress this year because we banned state agencies and public universities from using styrofoam foodware. And it's not a full ban on foam foodware yet, but we are going to get there. And IEC is grateful to Senator Fine and Representative Gongerschwitz for leading that fight in Illinois. Progress takes considerable time. During many dinner speeches, I've talked about the need to address our top water quality problem, nutrient pollution from agriculture. Senator Villavelum came into office and told us he wanted to work on water quality. And what better way than to take on the most difficult issue, Illinois' most pressing water quality problem. It was no small task, as we haven't had significant progress on the issue in decades, but he stuck with it for 3 years until we reached an agreement, the Healthy Soil and Waters Act, and there was an important announcement today with the Illinois Department of Ag Director Jerry Costello. So this program moving forward, getting funded, and this is the first law in Illinois to give agencies responsibility for addressing this problem. And as we heard tonight, we are on the precipice of tremendous change in the city of Chicago. Our new Chicago Mayor, Brandon Johnson, worked hand in hand with environmental justice leaders during his campaign and transition. And just last week, as we heard, Chicago released a cumulative impact analysis. And now it's up to the city to follow the leadership of environmental justice partners and act on the findings of this extremely dire report. Those of us working at the city level are eagerly awaiting the seeds that have been planted to restore the Chicago Department of Environment, transition the city's buildings away from polluting methane gas, and major changes that will reduce plastic and compost organics. IEC is focused on supporting leadership from our elected officials on environmental issues, something we cannot make urgent and decisive progress without. For example, this year Governor Pritzker exceeded my wildest dreams by vetoing 3 anti-environment bills that passed the Illinois General Assembly. These vetoes included a proposal that would make transmission and renewable energy more expensive, an extreme expansion of public-private partnerships that will make pollution-intensive projects like the I-55 widening more prevalent, and a removal of our 35-year-old new nuclear reactor moratorium without any necessary environmental protections. And while even thinking about the effort in the next month to uphold these vetoes during the veto session gives me a bit of a panic attack, I know that the environmental community will have support in our corner, like from our excellent majority leader, Robin Gable, and the many champs here tonight. It's also been an excellent year to see our partners accomplish their dreams. Earlier this summer, I was elated to welcome Precious Brady Davis and her dream, a seat on the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District. The Sierra Club staff member is the first Black transgender woman in office in Cook County, and she is ready to protect vulnerable communities from pollution and flooding. We love to see some of our own in office. And it's not just Precious. We've seen other partners accomplishing big dreams this year as well. Neighbors for Environmental Justice releasing a damning report on the lack of city inspection and enforcement. Per Rivers Network raising the alarm about pesticides. Sierra Club Illinois has seen some major impacts from its organizing work on pipelines and opposing Hunter Lake. Open Lands is having a national impact with its Conservation Climate Corps policy proposal. Prairie State Conservation Coalition saw over 10 of its member organizations receive new stewardship funding from the state. Environmental Law and Policy Center working with Friends of the Park on the confined disposal facility in the lake. I am so lucky to live my dream of working at the Illinois Environmental Council. 12 years ago, when I showed up to a basement office in Springfield with just one coworker, getting to work with over 20 excellent coworkers was beyond my wildest dreams. You will meet many of my IEC coworkers here tonight, so you can see why sometimes I have to pinch myself as we plot our goals alongside environmental and political advocates of such high caliber. The organization we have built together exceeds my imagination, and it's because of the people in this room. No one has ever been able to conclusively attribute the quote, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." And I sort of like that it remains unknown. This sure beats falsely crediting Mark Twain or Eleanor Roosevelt. In this way, we can all buy into this simple, beautiful truth. The future does belong to those of us who believe in the beauty of our dreams. I've seen it in my work at IEC, and I see it in the work of our affiliates, partners, and decision makers all the time. Together, we dream about clean, affordable water. We dream about removing all the lead service lines in the state. We dream about keeping PFAS out. We dream about a transportation system that prioritizes public transit. We dream about clean electric trucks. We dream about a Conservation Climate Corps and wildlife protection in new open spaces. We dream about eliminating nutrient pollution and pesticide drift from agriculture. We dream about the successful implementation of CEJA, new affordable transmission, and communities that protect and welcome wind and solar. We are eager to share these dreams with our partners in labor, who will be building green infrastructure and the green economy into the future. And most of all, we dream about a state legislature, so many of you here tonight, a Chicago City Council, so many of you here tonight, and state and city executives who make the right decision for the environment every single time. We are imagining in this room a more beautiful world together, one that is just and safe and healthy and thriving. I know we believe in the beauty of those dreams for us and for generations to come. And so, yes, this legislative session was challenging. And yes, Governor Pritzker had to use his power to veto 3 extremely troubling environmental priorities. But I know we haven't lost hope in our dreams for a brighter, greener future, or in the amazing people in this room who we get to do that work with. The future is ours. It has to be. Thank you so much for supporting our bold and wild dreams tonight. And everybody, we're going to have a little more time to eat our dinner, and then we will proceed into the awards. We're going to run on time tonight. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much.